Today we're going to be attempting the hardest Madden 26 challenge, which is rebuilding a 0 overall team. If you guys end up enjoying this video and you want to see more, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and the biggest thing you can do is let me know in the comment section below what you'd like to see next. I'm kind of thinking of a fantasy draft rebuild. Of course, we have our 0 overall rebuild. Ironically enough, some of these guys have some upgrade points, but if my memory serves me correctly, it is physically impossible to upgrade these players as we do not have enough skill points to purchase this bucket. Again, we need to find out what bucket. What damn bucket? Of course, the biggest challenge with these are usually that you've got players that are getting paid, but you don't want to play them. So you're kind of screwed. You kind of need to just deal with it, which of course is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be giving ourselves 5 seasons to try and turn this team into a Super Bowl champion. Maybe a 6th if we're really close. We'll have to see. We got a coach interview. Hey, coach, a big reason you were hired was your ability to develop talent, get the most out of your players. Where will you focus most? Drafting an entire new team? I don't know. None of these. Developing the QB? Focus players that are off of our team, I guess. I suppose training camp? Sure, suppose. Let's see. Shifting to the field, which side of the ball were you at? I mean, none. I guess. I guess defense, because our offense... No, I think we're screwed either way. Corners. We've got great corners. Lastly, coach, we'll give you an advantage over the other coaches in the league. Handgun, because there's no other way we're going to be able to do this. Innovative. No, this one. We do need that. All right, drafting well. Read something else. Drafting well is the key to long-term success. We're going to find the right guys in these rounds where other teams can't. Sure, I'm sure that's true. I'm sure we're not going 0-17, right? Just a taste of what's to come this season. 0 to 93. Couldn't even squeak a field goal in. Bro, we're so bad, we don't even have an overall anymore. It's just 3 boxes. Don't even bother. Why even waste, font? Take a look at the negotiations. Of course, it actually reflects the overall. I don't know why I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be locked in based on the player. I will say we have 9.1 million. 0 overall rebuild is the best thing that has ever happened to this team because obviously they can't afford anyone anyways. There's a reason why Aiden Hutchinson's in free agency like 99% of the time. But look at our average points per game, 0.4. So is that like, what, a field goal every... I don't even know how many games that is. 12, 6, 8, 9? No? Math. And to no one's surprise, we are 0-17. If I really wanted to make this challenging, you could always make this harder, right? Like you could choose a team without any draft picks, like, Green Bay now. Speaking of, and it would be really tough. So this is not the hardest, but this is the hardest to this point. All right, this is the hardest that is fair, if you will. I'm not really sure how you could really call having 0 players fair, but Jared Goff only threw 19 picks. I mean, are you sure this is 0 overall or just regular Jared Goff? Okay, I'm sorry. As a Packers fan, I kind of have to. I'm obligated to say these things. I will say they did not go negative in yards. A lot of times you do these 0 overall rebuilds and they go negative. Jared Goff is a 0.2 yards per carry average. That is actually not bad. That is not bad at all. Receivers got a couple of numbers. Better than previous Maddens. For some reason, all the other Maddens, you would still see... receivers put up some numbers like you're seeing here with tackles. Of course, 99, and then Aiden Hutchinson with some sacks. 99% of these guys have 0 speed. So there's no way they're making a single tackle. There's not a single player on this team that has the talent to make a tackle. They're too slow. They have no abilities. No bitches, it's over. Eagles versus the Ravens, was that? Or was that the Bills? I don't know how I don't know the difference. Those are 2 vastly different teams. And it was the Ravens, and the Ravens do win. I was going to check out the DevOps, but there is no point in doing that because our players are not long-term. And of course, you can see here, maybe a little easier this year because players do retire just randomly now. And even earlier, if their overalls suck when they're older. So, guys like Montgomery, guys like Taylor Decker there probably don't retire last Madden. But they do here today. Of course, we don't care about any of this stuff. I don't look at some of these storylines too much. Like, well, what does this even do? Like, this doesn't matter, right? Like, who cares about our staff when the team sucks? Yeah, we run the ball. Sort of. Getting outside the tackles. I mean, we just look like someone's dad. That's about that. All right, let's go to free agency where, of course, this is the first step in recovery. This is the first step of recovery. Admitting we have a problem, which is a bad roster. Micah Parsons, mind you, is a free agent. Okay. That's interesting. Trenty Brown, interesting. I mean, there's some names here. But who do you pay? Like 33-year-old Trent Brown, does he do anything for us? Not particularly. QB, we need. Any of these guys? Not really. Again, just not really. You could always make a trade. Could go like Milrow or something. Man, this is so tough. Like, there's just... None of these guys make us better long-term. And if we're not going to be better long-term, why would we go for them, you know? And I mean, even like a guy like Christian Watson, maybe Romeo Doubs. He's a little bit younger, a little bit of higher overall, but I guess we'll go Romeo Doubs. I don't really want Watson. That hamstring is concerning. What do we got? Okay, we have 5 bar. I mean, we need a wide receiver. At least one of them. So we do get one, it seems. Jalen Coker, Panthers legend out here. Get a little wide receiver duo that aren't the oldest in the world. They're not the youngest, but they're also definitely not the oldest. That would be an okay duo. I could live with that. Okay, fair enough. We've made a little progress. You can only get 5 per cycle, so got to make these first 5 count. We also don't have the most money in the world, even though we have... I mean, Parsons would be interesting to have, but even though we have... I mean, why is Parsons a free agent? Oh, yeah, I moved him, but I didn't make the contract. Interesting. See, that's a concern, isn't it? I got to rectify that. We'll rectify that after the first round. We'll take away all the money. We'll trade for him by switching his position. We'll move him over to the Packers. I'll be sad. That's all I can say. It'll be so much effort to make the Packers better, who are our direct competitors. But I'll do it. Brazie's a free agent? I don't want to pay that money. Nah, I have to pay that money. He's star dev. He is star dev. We need him. We really don't need him, but I want him. So you want and need are 2 different things. Let's see, are we the highest? Damn, the Niners, man. I feel like the Niners kind of have a rivalry with everyone. Like, am I crazy to say that? Like, I feel like everyone in the NFC has a bit of bad blood towards the Niners. I don't know. They have big wins against, like, every team. I don't know how else to explain it. Linebacker is actually pretty hard to get this year. You have to go pretty high for these round positions. So getting a guy like Pace, who isn't that expensive, at a position that we will not be wasting a high draft pick on, not bad. Not bad. Really need corner too. I mean, if we can get, you know, the guys we have now, I'm okay going into the draft with them because, of course, we don't have the money to just fix our entire roster in one offseason, but this would be progress. All right, so I don't remember who the hell we even offered, but we did get Romeo Doubs. We did get Jalen Coker. We got Brian Brzee. Hickman is still not ours. He is now... Who the hell did we lose? Sorry, Chargers. You made a good move, but that move is being rectified. Oh, it was Ivan Pace. That actually was a big one, huh? Nah, it could be worse. We are in the draft with, of course, pick number 1 overall. Now, I mean, there's some decent players, especially some of the edge rushers, but you're a crazy person if you didn't think I was trading down. All right? You're actually insane. You need to be institutionalized. I'm sorry, but yes, we will have to trade down. Now, how far? I don't know. It really kind of depends on what we get. I'd like to at least stay around 8 so I can get an edge rusher. Edge rushers are tough to get. I feel like there's at least 3 to 4 guys here. I don't know if we'll get one in 8, but I feel better about 8 than, 15, obviously. So we might end up doing a manual trade. I really honestly just want a lot of like 3 to 4 to 5s. I've seen 2, maybe 3 UDFAs that look like bona fide like stars, like gems. We have a 6'9" left tackle and then a cornerback with decent speed, but a C-man coverage A zone. Those 2 guys for sure. Then there's another lineman tackle that looks big, and I'm feeling good. Some of these trades don't really look the best to me, so... Ooh, the ramp. Dude. How do you deny that? 16 and 17. What about, like, did the Cowboys offer me anything? What are they looking like? It's crazy. I was like, you know what? You gotta try, right? And it actually almost went. Do we take off the 3rd round pick and it does it? Not quite. but I would still be down with this trade. You get a lot. Okay, this is doable. I really wish we had some... Oh, that's so close. I actually kind of want to keep that 5th if I can. There's no way they let me do that, though. This... Damn, getting rid of this much quantity when we need everything is painful, but if we can land this much capital, even if we're losing this edge rusher, I'm down. I think we're going to give it that 5th round pick after all. I want that 5th round pick, but, I mean, this is costing us too much. And there you have it. A 1st, a 4th, a 5th, a 7 2 years from now for a 1st, 2nd, a 1st again, and then a 1st and 2nd next year. Unbelievable trade comp. The Rams go to number 1 overall, and they do, in fact, go QB. There was only maybe 3, but 2 quarterbacks in the 1st round that were good. Everyone else is pretty damn bad, and there's the 2nd one, of course. You never know. The Saints, maybe they just didn't really like anyone else other than Hamilton. We just screwed them over. Unlucky. Couple of quarterbacks going, which is nice. I mean, edge is still there, so... I mean, there's nothing saying... Wow, this is so laggy. There's nothing saying we can't trade back up if we need to. There's nothing. And right now, things are going well. I do like Joshua Davis quite a bit, but I can't take corner this high. I'm sorry. Like, what is going on? This is perfect for us so far. I mean, I think I have 3 edge rushers. So, what the hell is going on? Okay, there's one of them. Gilbert actually was a really good edge rusher. Where was the other one? You'd also have wide receiver, which I'd probably take at 17, maybe. I'd say probably as if I will. Carpenter looked really good. A finesse, pretty damn elite. Who knows what he is, but obviously worth taking. I mean, you can, in theory, if we get lucky enough, like, replace, or not even replace, but just draft brand new edge right here. I think we try to go to Washington and Arizona, get an entire edge unit in one season. Tough to develop position. Like, why not? Why not? Let's try. I don't know why I would think a 7th round pick would do it, but let's do a 6th round pick to move up 1. So we at least, at the least, guarantee 1 edge rusher. They cannot both go. It is physically impossible. Now, though, a little bit tougher. We got to go to Washington. And I know you're all thinking in your head, he's going to end up accidentally trading pick 15, isn't he? Yeah, I almost did. You're right. I don't know why my brain saved me, but I almost did. Of course, if you couldn't tell, we're rebuilding a 0 overall team. It's maybe not always going to be the most realistic. Oh, we got some corners. I'm sure they want these guys, huh? I mean, you want 2 guys that have Davis and they start with T? I am your man. There's no way this goes. Oh, they can't even afford it all. They can't afford all of this talent. They also just seem to not give a damn about those corners, which I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We're going to have 2 brand new edge rushers. I really like the wide receiver too, though. Hale looks solid, but I need the edge. I just think it takes a little longer to develop them. Very important position group, and that's the one position you need to go really high for if you want them. So Simon Carpenter is going to be number 1, even though I think the other guy's better. It doesn't really matter which one we take him in. Or True Talent 6, please be hidden. Off to a pretty damn bad start. I can't lie. We get a normal dev. He is a high overall, though. Maybe 77, 78, hopefully. Normal dev to start. I did think Oakley was better, so let's hope for the best. Another finesse guy. Ooh, a little worse True Talent. But if he's hidden, that makes him better. And he is hidden. Fair enough. Okay. I can live with that. Of course, we're not trading up again. That was already more than we should have traded up, and it was only like 2 spots each. The question is, did anyone fall? Oh my, the wide receivers are still freaking there. Also, Eli Everett was a UDFA, but we have no QB. This is definitely a guy we end up taking. There's no questions asked. I thought I had Brewer. I do have Brewer. I was about to say, I thought I had Brewer on my list. I do. Wide receiver, man. What about corner? Any of them fall? No. Of course, this is the guy I was talking about, Devion Thorne. Definitely a gem, right? No doubt about it. I think you end up taking one of these wide receivers, whoever's better. Pierre Rutherford. I think he looks a little more balanced. I personally think Rutherford looks better than Hale. I think Hale is a bait. I think he's a lie, even though he's not bad. He's got A awareness. He does look good. His release sucks, but I do like Rutherford more. Medium routes, iffy. I mean, he definitely isn't as good as Hale on paper. Both 22. My mind is telling me Rutherford, but I'm going Hale. I'm going for the round 1 talent. True talent 10. Please just be hidden. I don't really care who's better as long as he's hidden. And he is. All right. Like I said, I don't care who's better. The other guy could be an X Factor. Don't matter. It would suck. Yeah. Right now I'm saying that. And then once we see it, we're going to be like, oh, damn, that sucks. But for right now, yeah, I'm stoked. Hidden Dev wide receiver. We got Romeo Dobbs as number 1. We could even take Cole Brewer if we really wanted to, but nah, maybe not. I think so far things have gone well. All my linebackers are like super... I didn't actually look at safety, though. There is possibly a chance to take safety. I just didn't think that safety this early makes sense. But I'm not really loving the value of anything else. We're going to move down to the Bills here with that pick. I'm really liking our draft, though. I'll tell you that much. We still have a first and a second next year, mind you, that we haven't even touched yet. We did, take a couple of our quantity picks. But overall, we have only added, and that's great, of course. Maybe we do go for 1 safety. Just 1. Like, it's not going to hurt, is it? C man coverage. Ooh, who are these guys? Put some hip power in there. Zone of B, C and B. These guys not good. I'm going to take Cesar Ramirez. I mean, he looks solid to me. True talent 44 hidden. And that's a great pick. I suck at drafting safety, and there does seem to be a couple of decent safeties here, but I think that's where we're going to push. That's the last we're going to go for. I think, you pretty much... Oh, who's this? I didn't scout high for tight end because I didn't think anyone would be there. Doesn't look bad, but I don't hate the other tight ends we got, like Walker, even Ali and Hull. They're maybe a little raw, but they're fast enough. Like 82 to 85 speed, you can work with that. You're going to have some bad players starting, so it's all about getting as many of those bad players as possible. In my opinion. What about these 2 DTs? Might be the move. I just need at least like 1 of pretty much everything. This guy looks good. Ruben Baker. A finesse. All right. Ruben Baker, day 3, early 3rd. 124 true. That's not good, but nope. No hidden dev. We move on to 30 in the 3rd round. I don't want to take Thorne this early, but I think what we need to do is trade down. We need like a 5th round pick or something. Because, I mean, look at this. We have no picks. Oh, this is so bad. This is actually really bad. I need quantity, damn it. I'll take a bunch of 5ths or 6ths even. You cannot tell me the league is not intrigued with what we're doing out here. We are moving around this board like a damn spider. I don't even know what that means, but sure. I said it. It must be real and true. And I really don't want to, reach, if you will, but I got to take that corner. If I lose everyone else, while it would suck, I can live with it. I cannot live with losing Devion Thorne. He looks good. This is a top 30 player, without a doubt. Top 5 players, obviously what I meant. 2 for true. Hidden Dev. Yeah, like I said, I can't lose that guy. That is a top 30 player. I'm thinking, 74 to 77 range. Seems higher now that we know what we know. What am I supposed to do? And honestly, I think you trade down again. We're building a whole roster in year 1. Okay, what do you want from me? Like, I have all these UDFAs. I'm willing to, take them all, use them all, even if they suck. At least they're better than 0 overalls. I do not care. We are trading the entire freaking roster. Honestly, if I had to do this without trading down, it would be like a 10-year rebuild, and we still probably wouldn't even win. So, please, for the love of God, do not suggest we do that. If a lot of people want to see that, obviously I'll do that. But please don't. I would hate this. Let's actually look for that gem real quick. Caleb Rich, 6'9", 372. I don't even think I looked at how good he was. Yeah, he sucks. But obviously 6'9", he's a gem. He's a superstar dev, I think. I think these are superstar devs. My man Zane said that the guy he drafted was 6'8", was a superstar. I imagine 6'9" means superstar. 94 strength, hidden dev. We have another guy that's not quite the same, but he looks really good too. We have a 6'7", I believe, right tackle. Now, that is not guaranteed, but I'd bank on it, right? If I'd bet on it. Problem is he is 23, but, I mean, do you have an option better? Maybe the guards. I think we'll leave him last, just in case. Just in case, A, he's normal, and B, just, he's an older guy, right? He's an older guy. Linebackers, these guys are such reaches. Like, these guys I have no faith in at all. I see a little bit of speed, and that's about it. So, I guess Ruben Matthews with B zone. Welcome to the team. Your middle linebacker 1, buddy. 154 true. I could live with that. Normal dev. I think I can live with it. The problem is we still our lacking picks. Let's give this to the freaking next round. Oh, hello, Minnesota. Wait a minute. Whose side are these guys on? I'll take it. Man, it's going to be a long draft. I apologize for the app, but it's a long process. We're filling like a third of our roster here in the draft with all these trade downs. And again, we're still positive. Oh, we actually need this QB. We need this QB. Eli Everett. It's probably going to be so damn bad, but whatever. 2-9. Okay, 219. Normal dev, obviously. 90 throw power. 219. What is 219? 65? 65, 66, 67. Around that range, which, again, better than a 12 overall. You might find someone in free agency that's better anyways, but for right now, that's our QB1, and I suppose it could be worse. Running back, Matthew Ross. He's got some speed. Boom. Running back 1. Give me some hidden. That's a position. Ooh, 81. Normal. 93 speed, though. Running back 1. We talked about it. Do we have any other picks? We have 2 more. Nice. We're cooking. Should actually get some more of these linemen if we can. See if there's any left. Oh, no. The only lineman left is the freaking big old right tackle. Please be hidden, man. Oh, my Lord. 388 true. Normal. Blech. So, instincts were right. Problem is, we let all the other linemen go like a bunch of dummies. I hate you guys. It's all your fault. Obviously, it's not my fault. I did nothing wrong. I kept reminding you. You never selected them. And we missed. I can't believe we've done this. I cannot believe we have done this. Thad Ali, I mean, another like really not great player that we're kind of forcing ourselves to take. Javier Roman, he's not one of the linemen, but he's something. 106 true. Hey, 7th round hidden. Not bad. Hey, that's pretty good. Final player. We could trade up again, to be honest. I don't love the players here still, but I still think, again, they're better than 0 overalls. We had a bunch of random safeties. Most of them were based on speed, and even then, the speed wasn't amazing. Mr. Dom Stark, good, B zone. Could be a gem. Could be our safeties finished. That's not bad. Even at normal, it'd be fine. Yeah, normal dev. I don't care. Okay, I got to trade up. Is there any other team with 2? Oh, Houston. We have liftoff. I'm going to go to Houston and Cleveland. This is hands down. Wait, I still have 2 7th-round picks? Wait, do I? What are they yapping about? Liars. This is hands down the most players we ever drafted in one season. Ever. In any rebuild. Wait, am I brain dead? I am so brain dead. I was looking at their draft picks and thinking, oh, we have draft picks. Wow, way to go, you freaking idiot. 5th round pick, that seems so high. Give me a 6th round that year. I guess it's not high at all. Well, we get Houston's draft picks. Okay, that's probably enough. We're kind of pushing this thing. Again, I need them all, but still. Who do the hell we want? I think the tight ends are going to go to free agency anyway. Strickland? Nah. I see C-man coverage. It's not good enough. I actually just trade up for a pick I don't even know if I need. Let's go for the linebackers. Why not? Dylan Lacey. Good enough speed. Get some luck in here. 150 true? Not bad, actually. And then, of course, the final pick, we'll go for another linebacker. We actually did scout and draft a lot. This, no matter what the overalls are, no matter what the devs are, is one of our greatest endeavors of all time in rebuild history. These guys are all pretty much the same speed, which is mid, if you were wondering. Anyone with a redeeming quality at all? Where the hell is zone coverage? Not particularly. I guess Brandon Brown's not bad. He's slow as hell, though. What about the tight end, Aaron Hall? Yeah, Aaron Hall rhymes with Aaron Paul. That's my guy. 117 true? Normal dev, another guy that we can develop. A bunch of 66 to 70 overall players that will be great depth pieces until we can probably replace most of them, as we are now negative millions, which is fantastic. And a couple of guys at the top that are not bad. We got the number 2 overall pick in the draft. 78, 75, 78, 74. Don't talk about the DT. 80 at corner. What about the rest of the guys? Okay, that guy was horrible. Outside of the right tackle, though, I can work with them all. I can work with all of them. I'm going to get rid of this guy right now real quick. I was lied to. I was told, well, I think I was told 6'7", to 360 in the comment section below. 6'9", though, definitely is meta. Let's actually go for him first. 66 overall, hidden development trait, no finesse move. So what's the strength? 94. Okay, fair enough. I was about to say, because kind of be crazy if you're that big and you have no strength. We see that in Madden all the time. Dev, got to be superstar. Yep, there you go. There you go. Super gem. Super gem. And then edge. Normal dev for Carpenter, but obviously, yeah, amazing. 85 finesse move. Hoping for the best. That number 1 overall pick was quite literally generational. Not even just memes generational, but physically actually generational. That's what I'm talking about. That quarterback was pretty garbage, but still, it is what it is. What about our right end? He's only star, which, again, he's not the best overall, but star dev is star dev. Rashawn Hale. 91 speed. I mean, he's good overall. I meant, like, the dev's not that great for, where we're taking. Got 1 star dev out of 2 players drafted. Dev for, wide receiver. I don't know why. Just every single player we've seen with hidden, I just expected the position to just be star dev. I expected it. For some reason, the safety, though, I feel like superstar. Let's take a look if he actually is or not. Again, so many players to look at here. Wearing 13 as a safety is certainly a statement. And then obviously the big one, the corner. Devion Thorne, 85 zone covers, 93 speed. How we looking out here, fellas? Ratings. And yeah, a lot of those gems are X Factor. That's crazy. That's crazy they decided to do that. Like the gem corners, which are very easy to see because everyone around them is mid as hell. And they give him freaking X Factor. A lot of speed from Matthew Ross. I mean, again, automatic starter, number 39, giving me Willie Parker vibes. That was the golden days of Madden, if you will. And while some of these guys are going to, they're almost all going to start. I also am not like, damn, I wonder how good this guy is. These are all just going to be okay players. I guess we'll look at Everett because he is maybe even the franchise. We're lucky. 78 deep, 74 short. We're rocking the Chiefs playbook. I don't know what to tell you. I need the receivers to develop, I need the QB to develop, and I need the tight end to develop. That's the best way to do it. I don't really know if I want to look at these players. 74 overall for Hamilton. He has hidden development trait. They traded the whole house for this guy. 3 first-round picks, and I think 2 second-round picks for a 74 overall star dev QB. Oh my, thank the Lord we didn't do that. If we would have taken him, I would have been depressed as hell. Well, we avoided depression. That's pretty cool. Our player, one of the highest overalls in the draft. And then 1 pick before us goes Isaac Gilbert. Good old Isaac. Curious to see the dev. Why not? Why not? And I do want to see the wide receiver Sutherland. We did talk about him. Star dev. I liked Carpenter more anyways, even though Carpenter was normal. I would have taken Carpenter either way, I think. Then where the hell is my man Sutherland? He just stayed forever. Not Sutherland, Rutherford. 74 overall, also hidden. 93 speed, great spec catch. Obviously, the frame is larger than Hale. That sounds weird to say it like that. Dev. Stars. Pick your poison. And because I've had in the past a couple of people ask, like, how did you maneuver this? How did you maneuver that? Which, it does look sus at times. Very simple for some of these. Obviously, the savings pretty cheap. Some of them is as tedious as literally looking through all the players that I'm willing to keep long-term, which obviously in this rebuild is completely irrelevant because I don't want to keep any of these guys. But in a rebuild where I do want to keep them long-term, I'll restructure them because I can deal down the line for issues. It's just the first couple of years where I have to kind of, fix their quote-unquote mistakes. But after that, I can kind of draft my way out of most situations. So, I just don't put that in because the videos are already so long. This is going to be a long one too, dude. I apologize. I know a lot of you say you like it, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm just draining your youth, which that is an Epstein. What? It like wasting your time. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to let Isaac go. Even though I'm a Packers fan, I'm kind of rooting for him. I got to do it though. Here is the roster for year number 2. It's not great, even after all we've done, but long-term left tackle, maybe long-term tight end. I doubt these guys develop, but they are youngsters or rookies. Wide receiver 1 and 2, hopefully long-term, especially number 2. And then Ross, we'll see what happens there. We'll see what Everett as well. Defensively, a little bit more promising, right? Like you have, 2, maybe 3 DTs that look great. Edge looks good. Safety, you at least have 1 there. Corner, you have at least 1 there. Of course, we are going to be running a 4-3. I'm not sure which defense, to be fair, even though I say, of course we will, but honestly, the Giants' defensive scheme is kind of insane. So we might go Chiefs O, Giants D, see what happens. Hopefully, mass winning. I've gotten a little bit better at this one, I'll admit, but still, what? Oh, it's because his accuracy, is it? Wait, it's because his throw power, I think. Wait, I don't think he can throw it that far. Okay, maybe he can. Am I really just that dumb? Or is it because his accuracy is so bad? No, I think I missed it by an inch. Oh, I definitely missed it with the last 2 here. Oh, there's no way. We actually had a really good run. We just didn't finish the best. That's good enough for me. I think we could have definitely got gold, but I'm not going to do this for 30 minutes. Oh, man. Still get a dub up? I don't even know if you can get one from silver. We get a skill point, 1 up. So the strengths of the class aren't really exactly our biggest weaknesses. We really need offensive linemen, so we did a couple of interior linemen. We did a DT, we did a corner, and then nationally we're going to go QB just to, get a QB if ever it's not the guy, which he probably isn't. Hey, Marquise Robinson star. I don't even know how old he is, but that's great. So here's the resignments. You want to keep some of these guys? Maybe. Normally, Ford's one of those guys you just let to go to free agency, and if you want him back, you just get him in free agency again when nobody signs him, but we need all the help we can get, so why not? I will say a lot of these guys, I mean, they're still throwaway players. Even in a rebuild like this where you need every single player you can get, they're all throwaway players. Maybe McPherson's worth keeping, but even he, probably a throwaway player. Let's do it here, because I don't even know how well he's playing. I just assume, again, he's a decent enough kicker. And I don't feel like drafting them. We need all of our draft picks. Putting some guys in here, but that's fine. $128 million, so free agency's got some players who might be able to take somebody. And the Lions have done it. They have gone 0-34. Of course, you have the preseason, but that doesn't really count. 0-34. Usually in these rebuilds, by year 2, you probably win 3 to 6 games, especially when you change to a scheme like the Chiefs, but no, we are still winless. Of course, way better performances for the most part across the board. A couple games we could have won, but didn't. Looking at Eli Everett, I mean, that's not bad. It's just the yards and touchdowns are pretty damn low. Can't lie. Running backs, iffy. Receivers, Hale was good. Could get Rookie of the Year, which would be huge. O-line was terrible, including Rich. Pass rush, Carpenter was really bad, but Oakley and Brazee, not bad at all. Of course, Carpenter still played 1,000 snaps, just did not play as well. Interceptions, anything to look at? Not particularly. Kicking, yeah, pretty good actually. Punting, pretty damn good. Pretty damn bad season as a whole, though. This team is definitely not getting a boost on the playbooks. It is definitely giving us pretty bad overall in stats because of our team. Oakley wins Rookie of the Year. Hale wins Rookie of the Year. Not bad, actually. We'll take those. We will take those dev-ups, and we will not squander them. But yeah, another bad season in the books. We're headed to the Super Bowl. We're headed to the offseason with pick 1 overall yet again. Of course, if there's a good quarterback, maybe no trade down this time around. Bills, Vikings, crazy enough, dude. I don't know if this is the same timeline. I think it's close. Kind of what happened in our freaking Vikings rebuild we recently did. Actually insane, no? Was ours in year 3? It might have been in year 3. I can't remember. Either way, winner of the Super Bowl is the Vikings. Take a look at the retirements. Got to be some players for us. Ryan Kelly, Harrison Smith. Surprised Harrison Smith didn't go sooner, to be honest. But now we actually have some players we would want to see dev-ups for. Let's see. Let's see who they are, if any. Besides the obvious ones. Wait, do I not have auto upgraded on? I thought I had... Well, that's fantastic. Perfect. We actually cheesed it on accident. Because now we get the draft pick of 1 overall. Because we're not going to make the playoffs. Maybe we'd win 5 to 6 games. But now I can actually just cheese it. Hale's going to go to a 99 overall here, pretty much. I mean, I guess he would have been playmaker anyways. Let's actually see how high he goes up. I usually do auto, especially when I have the guys on the archetype I want them to, because it just takes too long. Like, for example, let's take a look at these overalls. Let's take a look at these upgrades. Going in and out, you can see it takes 4 to 8 seconds, not counting the actual upgrade itself. Let's count each upgrade. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... that was 9, so 20 28, 33, 37, 39. Let's just duplicate the defense, even though the defense has more upgrades. Let's call it 80 upgrades. 80 upgrades times 3 minutes. That's a lot of time. I don't know why I said 3 minutes, 30 seconds, I meant. I don't know why I even said that, but it's over 10 minutes per season upgrade, which I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but when it's tedious as hell, yeah. I try to upgrade the guys that, you know, need it the most, the archetypes that aren't what I want, but a lot of times I do auto. I'll just be real. It's real how it is. The game takes too long to load in and out, and that's how it goes, okay? I don't know what to tell you. Of course, when I'm actually playing the franchises, I definitely do not do that because I want my best upgrades, damn it. All right, here's what the team looks like after all of those upgrades. 75 overall for Everett, not bad. 77 for Ross, 75 for Dobbs, 88 for Hale, who is our wide receiver 1 now. Left tackle, only a 70 overall. Got to replace pretty much every other position there. And then defensively, of course, Oakley goes to superstar. He's an 82, 81 for Carpenter, 81 for Ramirez, 74 for Robinson, 85 for Thorne. And then Roman also went up in dev as well. Not a guaranteed dev. Well, no, he didn't. He was already star. I forgot we did actually land a late hidden dev DT. But yeah, definitely not what I thought was going to happen. I thought we would at least win a few games. Might have been me for not upgrading players, but technically we cheesed it. That used to be the meta way back in the day where you could manually upgrade everything, manually upgrade devs. You would just wait a season or two. Everyone gets to a decent overall or a decent amount of upgrade points, and then you go crazy with it. Boom, easy clap. You've got yourself to go. As far as Kyle Hamilton goes, it intrigues me. But I don't think I'm going to spend that much money on a linebacker unless I'm moving them to, or a safety, unless I'm moving a linebacker. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Hey, we don't get anyone we wanted. Sweet. We're in the draft with pick 1 overall. There's some good quarterbacks, but they're not insane. There's one that I would probably take, and that's Doug Fitzpatrick. No short accuracy, which is strange, but he's got great throw power. He's a round oneer. The problem is if he's not at least hidden dev, he is worse. Well, not worse, but ooh. Zach Sims, hold the hell on. He looked really solid. Yeah, this guy is great. I might even take him. Well, I don't even know. I would say might even. I will take him with our next pick. Well, maybe I trade down a little bit. But yeah, I might be trading down here as well, as I'm just not thinking we need to go that high. We got a corner here with Manning. I think you can move this down to 8. And you know what happens if you lose the guy? It's fine. Everett's not a bad player. You know what? I actually might move this to 20 and just use pick 7 for the quarterback. Let's move to like 22, 25. Get an insane haul yet again. And I can't believe this trade actually went. I went for a free safety in Jonas Sanker, who's an 84 overall superstar, who apparently they're not starting because I think they just got an 88 overall free safety. I'm not even sure. But a first, a second, a third, a first next, a second next with it. Pick 23 evaluation. Of course, move it all the way to number 1 is massive, to be fair. And it is for a DT, though. We'll find out if that quarterback's taken before 7, if we made a huge error or not. Because, again, I worry about that deep accuracy, obviously. The quarterback room, a bunch of 2 to 3s up in the top tier. Pick 7, though, I mean, I think you gotta take the QB because even though Everett has promise, he went up significantly in overall. We'll actually look at that overall right now. He is also still normal development rate. He's 75 overall, I believe, which is, once again, not bad. But I need hidden dev, and I can't go a whole season without a hidden dev guy. And I've somehow replicated this what the quarterbacks look like. I've somehow replicated the glitch they apparently fixed. Doug Fitzgerald, that's the choice. Just be hidden. I don't even care if he's terrible. 21 true. That's not great. Dev. Hey, there you go. Hidden dev automatically. I'm feeling star, maybe superstar at best. I can breathe. I can breathe with that pick now. That quarterback, I wonder how high he would get us in a trade. Well, let's move on and take someone else. I think the tight end is so good. You kind of have to. I really need the corner, though, so I probably trade up after the tight end. Top 5's hard to pass on, but you got another one of those corners. I gotta go corner. We need corner a little bit more, I think. I mean, we need tight end, but we can get one of the other guys. There's like a bunch of them. Oh, he's normal. He is good, though. 12th overall, looking at 75 plus, I think. think you start him anyways. We do want to stay in the first round for that tight end, I think. Maybe we trade like a 7th round pick with the Vikings. Although it probably doesn't matter because obviously, we're not going to be doing 5 more years or 4 or 5 more years. We'll do these 4, but not 4 plus 1. That's math, baby. They get a 5th and 7th 2 years from now to move down 1 spot. I mean, I get you get the 5th year option if you're us and not them, but totally worth it. I think it's totally worth it even for them. Zach Sims is the guy. He's got to be a home run hit. He's got to be. 3 true talent, not bad. Hidden Dev, 90 speed, 91 excel. We've got ourselves a stud. And believe it or not, linebacker is like kind of one of our biggest needs right now. Braxton Jones at pick 7 in the 2nd with all that speed, I think is worth the risk. Come on, Braxton. Is he true talent 80? Oh, we sold. How is a 4.5 40 with elite speed on the left side, 86 speed? That's crazy scam. Wait, why is this running back still here? Westerman, he actually looked pretty good. I'll take him, why not? It's weird, we're almost in a luxury pick situation with these trade downs. 55 true talent, we took him at 55. What's the odds? And he's hidden. I do not know why he fell, but we will gladly take everyone's garbage, if you will. Another man's trash is another man's treasure. All those tight ends are still there, by the way. We absolutely reached. The guy looks good, though. He's a top 5. I don't even know if that rebuild came out yet. I don't think it did. Maybe it did. But I had a troublesome time trying to draft some tight ends, and they all went insanely early. I'm just saying. I've got PTSD from that moment. Speaking of PTSD from losing all those linemen, Josh Lockbaum, Hidden Dev. Could be our right tackle, even though he's, a little hefty, but 6'4", you can get it done, I think. You want 6'5 plus, but I think you can get it done. Very balanced as well. Fits as a tackle. Don't look now. We're having another sick draft class. This is too high for these guys. They're going to move down. I hate that there's so many good UDFAs now because it's like you are more warranted than ever, really, to trade down, it seems. Saints got to be a pretty bad team still. I might even just take a next year pick here. Nah, I'm not going. I'm going to keep it this year. We got to keep developing the team. We had literally like a bunch of 60 overall stars this year. I need next round stuff, though. These guys are all getting funky with me. Here we go. Third this. 6 2 years from now for 2 5ths and a 6 this year and a 5th from the Browns next year. You know us, Quantity McGee. We've actually been very tame this year with trade down. So as much as this has been a trade down just cluster, you gotta admit, we've been pretty limited with our trade downs this year so far in the realistic rebuilds. This one's a little balls to the wall, 0 overall. We're trying our best to win it. We can make it harder in the future. This is the baseline. If we can't win the damn thing with doing all these trades, then is there even a point in making it even tougher? Because, I don't know if it's possible, at least for us. A lot of linemen got to figure out who's best. I think they're all going to be good, though. Hugh Robinson's number 1. That is our right tackle for sure. 6'6" overall. Oh, normal dev. That sucks. Then we have massive Brett Sherman. Looks like a really good guard. 6'4", 345 is crazy large. 48 true talent. Another normal. No. We're selling. We're folding. This is the home stretch of scouting and drafting and developing, and we are folding under the pressure. Not like we can do anything about it, but still. Next one, Rashard Hayes. I need a couple of hit-ins, please. Oh no, it's happening again. And they're really not all that good either, to be honest. I don't know who I want more here. These are both not our best works, but this guy's a little bit better for power blocking, and he's an interior guy, so why not? Thank you. Back on the board with hidden. Was that our first hidden? Second hidden of the class? I mean, a lot of normals that we wouldn't like, obviously, but 2 hiddens is still progress. See who else is there, if anybody. Got a bunch of players still to take. Let's take Short as well. Why not? He is 50 true talent. And Nev, all right, we're missing some guys beforehand, but we're cleaning up shop on the go round, the part 2, if you will. And we still have a 7th round pick, dude. Oh my. Let us cook. What do we got left, if anything? DT. We got 2 and a 1 nose tackle. Let's see who's the best of these guys. Again, it's going to be all luck with the devs. I mean, the best player is Wayne's, but I suppose you take Hudson. for an actual pass rushing DT. 29 true, very fast. And then Ross. Okay, yeah, he's way stronger. Scotty Ross is the man. 101 true, but hidden? Damn, no. Well, down to the 7th round. See if there's anybody there. Again, in a really pretty good draft, to be honest, especially with the safety grab of Senker. But we're moving on. I mean, we almost have the full roster now. Almost. Not quite, but almost. And then Walter Benedict. He was okay athleticism. I mean, I don't have anyone else to take. Oh, my lag. You guys can't tell, but for me, I literally clicked up and then draft, and it just didn't register because it's so laggy. Another normal dev. It is what it is. It's better than, again, starting at 12 overall. At this point, we probably have at least one rookie year and 1 year guys starting pretty much across the board. See these overalls. 76 for the QB. Freaking 82 for the tight end. Holy. Doug Fitzpatrick. Yeah, he looks good. Short accuracy is way better than I thought, too. You have, like, what, a D, and it's 72. It's not bad, actually. Dev of obviously at least star. Definitely not X Factor, but could be superstar. And yeah, he is. Fair enough. I mean, he could have been X Factor. I wasn't getting the vibes. I was getting star and superstar vibes. We have Lance Manning, of course, even though he's normal dev. We want to see him. 81 man zone. 72 man. Catching's good. Speed is good. Height is good. Normal dev is not good, but he's overall a good player. Sims. This looks like a generational, right? He's got like generational type speed at 6'4", 250 pretty much. Take a look at that dev. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it is or not, but I'll take it. And his only star, actually. Never mind. Still looks great, obviously. 87. Why not? Body's no longer warm. We're, heading into year 3. And then, of all the other guys, a lot of linemen, a lot of left guards specifically. I'll filter through the guys, and we'll start whoever is hidden, obviously. Westerman, automatic starter, because he, of course, is hidden dev. The rest are kind of like, who cares? Like, who cares? They're linemen, the linebackers. The ones that are hidden will start. The ones that are the highest overall that aren't hidden will start if we have a spot. You don't need to see the boring lineman picks. You just don't. But they work. I mean, they're good. Just boring. And here we are for the Season 3 team. It's looking a lot better. 78 overall. We're almost to, like, worst team in the league, but not that bad status. We're getting there. Offensive line, almost all hiddens outside of Haynes. Tight end, super great tight end one. Wide receivers look great, especially when Romeo Dobbs about to get a +2 from training camp. Running back, we got a hidden dev. Quarterback, we got a hidden dev. Defensively, not as good, but still some good players, right? Like, Manny might not be a hidden dev, but a 77 overall rookie is very good. And then the same goes with the linebackers. Got some potential there, and Lacey should definitely move up a little bit, but he is the Sam linebacker. It's just, the 3-4 looks a little weird. Safeties look good. Corner 1 obviously looks good. Edge, even though Carpenter's normal dev, should be fine. There's a couple of weaknesses on this team, but it's nowhere near what it was in year 1. So we should at least finally win a couple of games, and maybe next year we start to make some crazy runs. All right, contracts. Obviously, we're still not going to have anyone major, but Marquise Robinson, a guy that we were kind of thinking might have been our cornerback 2 going forward. 25 years old is a little bit too old for corner 2, but looks great as a slot receiver. Foskey, he's a good backup, but I don't really think you need to, I don't think you need to pay a backup. And also, it seems like Adams is going to have himself a nice night. So we were correct. We do win games, but I think we might be 3 years running for the number 1 overall pick, unless maybe we win this game, as it was not a great season yet again. And yeah, we go 4-13. Is that, in fact, still the number 1 overall pick? It is not. The Jets and the Browns, we used to be a proper country. When the Browns and Jets were the worst teams in the league, and hell, the Lions technically as well, we used to be a proper country. But yeah, number 3. So we have the 3rd overall pick. Massive progress. We'll show you the win-loss. We ran the Chiefs playbook and whatever last year, so it's not like it's based on, it's because of the playbooks. No, we ran that last year. We were bad then. This is surprising, though. Like, this makes no sense to me. 20 touchdowns, 15 picks for a very good rookie using a very good playbook with very good weapons. I mean, our team is not good, but the receivers actually probably pretty comparable across the league. 88 overall wide receiver 1, 87 overall wide receiver 2, 82 overall tight end. That's got to at least be top 20 at minimum, right? There are some teams with some garbage going on, let me tell you. But let's take a look at the team anyways. Carpenter with 12.5 sacks. Very good. Maybe goes up to star. Oakley only 7. Brzee 6.5. And then that's just kind of where it falls off from there. Got a couple of linebackers getting some plays in there. Matthews was actually pretty good, to be fair. So was Benedict. Maybe a dev up there. McPherson, not as good as last year. Riza, not as good as last year. You know, we're progressing, but we're still the 32nd offense in the league, which is not good. Don't think you even win Rookie of the Year with what... Okay, I guess you do, but by default, maybe, because even Westerman was number 4 and Sims is number 6, and yeah, I don't know. Benedict number 2, that sucks. I really didn't think we were going to win any awards there. Just doesn't feel like we played that well. I mean, 20 touchdowns, 15 picks, you win Rookie of the Year. I mean, last year you put up like 30 touchdowns, 12 picks. It's still too many picks for the game. You don't win Rookie of the Year. We'll take it, though. I don't know why I'm even complaining at this rate. We have the Rams and the Raiders in the Super Bowl. I guess they technically sort of kind of win. Like, the Raiders are still a product of California, right? Kind of. And the Rams win, so I guess they automatically win. 10-7, though. What a game that was. Take a look. DevUps, not thinking any, to be honest. Yeah, no DevUps. Romeo Dobbs doesn't actually go up 1 overall. I know he's like, what, 27 now? 28 now, but he was 27 last year. Doesn't go up a single overall. That is actually ridiculous. Wow. Okay. Sure, I guess. Hale goes up 1, so that's why I'm like, you know, rookie XP, rookie upgrade is crazy, right? It is. Like Fitzpatrick, pretty mid-season, 87 overall. I know he's rookie of the year, but 87 overall now. But next year, he might go up only 1 or 2. So it's like, you have to start the rookies. I don't know if the balance is really there with that kind of thought process. Carpenter, though, goes up a couple overalls. Does not go up in dev, though. Manning doesn't go up in dev either. Sanker goes up a couple. He went up 3 overalls. Oakley's 83 now. I mean, the team's on its way. Lacey, the Sam linebacker, who went up in dev again, is now a superstar, but he doesn't, I mean, he starts, but he doesn't get on the front page. I'm not sure what the hell's going on with that. But Benedict, he's obviously up there as well, and our linebackers are no longer a problem. DTs, though, I can't develop them this year. I just can't. I just cannot develop a DT at all. Gonna trade for someone, sign someone, maybe, but as far as actually developing them, it's basically impossible. That's the way I feel anyways. Of course, some really good players retiring here. Lions with none of them. We do get, hey, the number 3 pick, which means we weren't the worst team in the league. That is absolute progress. I'm framing it on the wall. I don't care. Of course, re-signings, no one to, I think, worth re-signing, personally. But here, hoping for some free agents, especially a DT. I mean, I've had Jonathan Allen a couple of times now, which that sounds like something completely different. We got to take him, though. I mean, our DT position is hands down our worst position right now. In my opinion, I don't even know if it's an opinion. I think it's just straight up fact. And he is a good defensive tackle. There's not really much more to argue about. Hawkinson's a free agent. You got DTs, but for the most part, they're not the best, right? Like, 85, 86 overall is good, but that's all still, like, nose tackle types, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like, Seiler's obviously nose tackle. Puna Ford, I would say, is nose tackle. Kenny Clark's nose tackle. Leonard Williams is maybe a little bit more balanced, but still, like, most of these guys are going to have nose tackle as their main thing, which I know is bugged, even though it is still, they're like, you know, Blockshed's their number 1. Maybe he's like an 83 overall, but if the game's actually glitching out and he's not 85, 86, it's not really worth getting. But honestly, considering it is, again, arguably our worst position, I'm going to go for both. I think I'm going to go for both. Sure, we'll probably draft a DT and one of these guys will be wasted, but for all I know, Jonathan Allen doesn't join us and Leonard Williams is the starter, right? So, gotta have a safety net there for our worst spot on the team. And we actually get both. Jonathan Allen, which was a little surprising. And then Leonard Williams, he actually fought it a little bit, but we preserved. Roofie, baby. I mean, Nick Cross, trying to get him as well. Nobody wants him. Trying to offer him $4 million per year over 3. That's a great backup, in my opinion, so why not? All right, we're in the draft, and I think we're going to be trading up with the Jets. I don't know what it's going to cost to do that, but we are going to try, as I think there's a generational DT We talked about Leonard Williams is probably going to get wasted. Well, we weren't wrong. He is probably going to be wasted here. 67 will be a great trade. Oh, wow. I get it. 3-1 is a jump, but I thought just in-game it wouldn't be that bad. It is very bad. Okay, I guess he's not going to be wasted because there's no way I can do much more than I've offered here, right? Like, who can we get rid of here? There's just no way this is going to go. You take away those names and we still probably don't make this go. Brazil is getting paid way too much for them to take that on. This DT is very good, and it is our biggest position. If it was just some random position, okay, I probably don't care that much, but it is our biggest. I gotta let him go. I cannot give them like another first-round pick. He's gonna be taken too, sadly. No, they didn't take him. All right, let's go to Cleveland. I don't know if they need a DT, do they? It doesn't say they do. So, this should go. Now, this should be cheaper. 3-2 is a little different. Yeah, it's a little different because 1 is literally anyone. 2, you still have to, you're at the will of number 1 overall. Problem is, they still do want a lot. But this DT, I think, is going to be worth it. He's a top 5 true. I really don't want to get rid of 42 here, but I think we have to. Well, there you have it. Cost us a 1st, 2nd, 5th this year, a 4th next year, and a 5th 2 years from now to move up 1 single spot. Please let this defensive tackle be worth it. Kyle Ambrose, A finesse, B power move, 4.61 40. That has got to be generational. 4.61. There's no way this guy's not generational. Please. Top 5. I need it. We know he's top 5. 2. Okay. Most classes, even the 3rd or 4th, is in the 80s. So, unless this is the worst class ever, I think we at least landed ourselves an 80+ overall DT. I think it'd be worth it. All right, we made another trade. We moved down using our 1st-round pick, our 6th-round pick in the future, and a bunch of decently young players, actually, to go to 18 with the Steelers and get a 2nd-round pick back. We obviously lost that 2nd-round pick with the trade up. We get something back there. I'm thinking this next pick is, believe it or not, a tackle. The problem is he might not be there. We have 2 top 5ers. I'm trading up as soon as one of them is gone. I really want the tackle, though, because he's 6'8". But yeah, we have 2 6-foot, not 6 foot, but we have 2 top 5ers. Please tell me he's there still. Okay, I think that wasn't him. I think the other guy was like Turbin or something. You can see we have 2 top 5 linemen. I've got to take the tackle, dude. Mark Turbin, 6'8", 38 reps. He's not the most insane lineman I've ever seen, but he does look very, very good. This guy's got to be generational. He's 6'8". There's no way he's not. If he's normal dev, I will never take a lineman ever again in the 1st round. Mark Turbin, 5 true talent, and yes, he is hidden development trait. 90 strength seems low. I thought like 92, 93, but that's fine. Let's go to 3 in the 2nd round where we could be taking wide receiver. Romeo Doubs, 28 years old. I'm not loving the development. I'm not loving the fact that he will start regressing if he doesn't get that damn dev up, which doesn't seem like that's happening. Got a bunch of wide receivers here, so it is very possible. It is very possible we can do that. Wow, all the corners are gone. We had some 2 to 3s, but I guess Manny's just going to keep developing. I can't remember who the best wide receiver is. Peterson was the most realistic of the best wide receivers to get, so that's why I scouted him the most. I'm going to have to take a look, because Peterson does look good, but how good is Hale? I don't even know. I put him on my list because, he looked okay. Not the best there, and then we got Linton, Dante Linton. He's decent speed, but not that great either. Peterson, he looks pretty good to me. Yeah, why not? Moses Peterson, 90, 91 speed. Let's see it. True talent number 11, hidden dev. There you go. I think he's not a starter still for it. Well, he's a starter. He's number 3, but he's not our number 2. But he definitely can be number 2 when, Romeo Doubs, if he needs a contract, we're like, yeah, he just hasn't developed for us. Let's move on, But with our next pick, the hell do we even take? We could still use O-line kind of, but, you don't really need anything. Our linebackers are sort of set, too. You could always get better developing players at each of those positions, specifically linebacker, since, almost all those guys started as low overall normals, but I'm not going to just replace them just to replace them. I'm going to try to get good value. Sutton's still there. Best available pick. 4 wide receivers. We got 4 wide receivers that are decent. 25 true talent. What's the dev? Normal, but 97 speed, 98 excel. You can't pass on that. That's too much potential. Do I regret the pick already? Technically, yes. But in a user stance setting, where if I could have used him on the actual team itself, I'm using this team in a franchise. Yeah, that's not bad at all. As we have Derek Bibbs here. Not looking bad, but also not looking good enough, I don't think. Let's move down, grab some UDFA linemen / DTs. Ooh, we do have carry, though. I mean, you're banking on Dev. I'm not going to do it. If we want a DT, we'll go next year. Which will be the final year, technically. Again, we could do a 6th year if we feel like we're close. Or maybe we win a Super Bowl this year, because our team, especially the QB, vastly improved, to be fair. And that's obviously a trade we absolutely want. Carey's still there. We're going to take him. He's still there. We got to do it. 38 true talent. And wow, we actually almost missed a really good player. He is actually hidden. I was just kind of thinking in my head, he's probably going to be normal dev. What's the point? Nope, he's hidden. Almost missed out on real talent. And the Saints are extending our draft. There's so many UDFAs to draft that why wouldn't you? And with that, I suppose we start taking some gems. Obviously, a 6'8", 340. You feel like he's a gem. He doesn't look that great, though, so he might just be like our left tackle we currently have. And yeah, I think that's the case. Hidden development trait. Super low overall, but not as bad as that one right tackle we took. That guy was horrible. That guy was a lie. He is terrible. I don't even think he's on the team anymore. I think I released him like at the moment we saw him because no, thank you. Another guy, not the best, but could be, low overall hidden or 39 true talent hidden. That works too. Don't worry, they're showing deep accuracy for a lineman, but sure. And then we get the Saints head coach of years back. Broncos now, technically. Not even technically, just literally. There's no technically to it. And he's good. That's why you trade draft picks for Sean Payton. 94 speed, 95 acceleration. Not going to be a starter, obviously, because Westerman's our guy, but that is a good backup. I was going to go long snapper, too, so I lost out on a long snapper for that talented man. Damn it. The DT, though, 80 overall, like we said, is 79, 78, 76, 75. If we put a 77 in there, we'd have a damn descending overall list. But yeah, hidden development trait, 80 finesse, 86 speed at defense attack. Of course, he's 6'1", 287. He's not the biggest DT in the world, but gotta be generational, right? There we go. Huge draft pick, automatic starter. What do we even have available? 90? Okay, well, I suppose. I guess we'll put 90. Hopefully that doesn't change him. I don't really have much options. I apologize. All right. 90 strength, 82 run block power, 85 pass block power. And there you have it. Let's take a look at this dev. Should be superstar. Automatic right tackle starter for us, too. And he is. All right, we landed 2 really good players. We didn't get anything for next year, but we loaded up on talent on this one for sure. Moses Peterson looks like a perfect slot wide receiver to me. 6 foot tall, 200 pounds. I like the vibes. I like the vibes a lot. What's the dev? Only star. Kind of expected that, but honestly, with wide receivers, unless they're like the most obvious player ever, I truly expect normal most of the time. Like, this is what I expect almost every time. High overall, normal dev. And then I have to develop them. That almost always happens, but, Peterson, he's star dev. I'll definitely take it. And then, the linemen are cool. And I guess we'll look at Peyton for sure, but we'll look at the DT and Peyton. Guy's actually really good 82 finesse move. Unfortunately, we went for Jonathan Allen and Leonard Williams. I mean, ooh, that was almost a massive sell. Almost lost on a superstar DT, let alone just a hidden one. And then, of course, Sean Payton. But yeah, definitely don't need all those DTs, but we have a very deep room now. One of the worst DT positions in the league last year to, one of the best, just like that. Really is, because, you have, honestly, is Brazil not a starter anymore? Like, that seems very realistic to me. And I don't really care about any other guys. Like, who cares? So this doesn't really feel in line to me, that value, but the rebuild is not a realistic rebuild, so I'm going to take him. I imagine he's a blocker, but still, doesn't really matter. Wait, what? This offer cannot be... Well, we're going to make it happen anyways. We're the Niners. What's the cap situation? We can fix this. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Brewer, again, probably a blocker, but that is A-okay in my book. I don't need Brazil. The dead hit is about the same as the savings, kind of, sort of, right? Like, you get back $6 million for a $6 million dead hit, and this dead hit is split, so you are saving money on the year itself. Why am I giving them draft picks, huh? The hell? They're the ones offering me a 7th round pick. Just give me a 6. Just, skip to the chase. Come on, man. Are we really doing this? Are we getting this stingy? Give me a 7th that year. I don't even know which one they were offering me, but maybe I don't get a 7th round anymore because I'm taking JoJo. Sweet. Now, you know what? I am greedy. We could have probably done 7 next year, but I'm just going to guarantee it here. Boom! I actually didn't even look at the ability. It probably showed us Vanguard or something like that, right? And Wrecking Ball. So he is, blocker, it seems, but 75 overall. I don't think the game knows any different, right? They're going to be like, well, that's a high overall tight end. That guy's good. Well, not really. Not really, but again, I don't need Brzee. This is what our DT room looks like without Brzee, right? Like, Jonathan Allen's obviously starting. Ambrose is obviously starting, and then Brzee and Williams, both one-year guys, because I'm not keeping Brzee anyways. Williams is better, but you kind of want to start Carey, no? Maybe you just start Leonard and Williams. I need to win. We're year 4. We got to get to the playoffs this year for sure. All right, season number 4. We're still far from... who the hell is not starting here? We need a damn hit in there. We're still far from a perfect roster, but 83 overall, got to be close to the playoffs, if not in them. We might end up having to do a 6-year, I can't lie, which means I got to stop yapping, especially during the draft. Defensively, we almost have hittens across the board, and the ones that aren't hidden, they're at least good overalls, and Young. Carpenter's fine. Manning is fine. Maybe we can look for someone to replace Manning, but definitely not Carpenter. D-line, DTs look pretty damn good. Ambrose is that guy. Maybe should be starting Carey over Williams, but I want the best possible team right now to try to get to these damn playoffs. Of course, we still have training camp to do, so we might actually be closer to an 84 than an 83, but we'll see. So things are going very badly right now. We are not playing well at all. A couple of re-signings. Safety's getting paid a lot more than I was hoping he would, but we really don't have anyone to pay that kind of money for right now. Anyways, he is a good player. So a new name has emerged, at least for this rebuild. I don't know about going forward. And we're paying him $20 million per at safety. Absolutely insane, but he is worth it. Romeo Doubs, not a huge fan of the age here, but he is a good player. Do we do like a 2-year 38? 2-year 38. Boom. Damn. So Fitzpatrick's an X factor now from a breakout, yet we are still having a horrible year. Yeah, this season doesn't make any sense to me at all. This might be a failed rebuild. I guess I'm glad I didn't start with a challenge, because we're failing just straight up. I mean, the challenge itself is a challenge, but 4-13 as a vastly improved team. I mean, we're an 87 overall now while winning only 4 games. Compare that to the rest of the league where, the teams are going to be higher, don't get me wrong, but, we're on par with them, right? We're on par, 86. There's a couple 85s, 84. 87 is like top half of the league. You're probably sitting at around anywhere from 14 to 18 at 87. 4-13 is not the 14 to 18th range team. That is a bottom 3 team. That is nowhere close. Tried out a different playbook, didn't work. We're entering final season here without a single playoff berth, and I'm kind of feeling pretty bad about it. I don't know how we're supposed to do well. Doug Fitzpatrick, better year, but again, that's, we went with the Cincinnati playbook, which is supposed to be the meta playbook this year, and didn't really change much. Our left tackle gave up 33 sacks. Now, the final year, especially when we've already won a Super Bowl, is the year where we kind of, mess around a little bit. We maybe make a crazy trade. I'm kind of thinking just in general, we need to do that for a chance to win, let alone to, cut the draft time and this and that and the other thing. We genuinely just need to be better. Of course, Peterson almost won Offensive Rookie of the Year. We did get that with Ambrose. This is not a team that should be 4-13. 8 wins, 7 wins are kind of the floor for this team. Yet, again, we were 4-13. I'm not sure what you do with that. Bengals and Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Let's see who is the winner. Again, remind you, 87 overall with 4 wins. 87 overall with 8 wins in 4 years, actually, which is like the worst run of any sport ever, mind you. 27-24, the Cowboys win as an 9-8 team. But I don't really know how you make this team better, because the O-line is a problem. It needs to be better for sure. But, Romeo Doubs, huge superstar dev. I paid him a 3-year 60. He just wasn't taking it. By the time I got to that contract, he wanted a 3-year 53, and it was red interest, so I had to pay even more for the 3-year in the end. Trying to wait it out actually hurt us. 94 overall QB. I mean, other than cutting corner at running back, I'm not sure. Carpenter goes a star. Carey, was he a superstar? He was a superstar, actually. The team looks good. Sanker's an X factor. Corner tackle, maybe. We have another bad draft pick, so we could probably get a pretty good haul here. I think corner tackle, corner, what was the other position I've seen? Corner linebacker, maybe. But honestly, outside of corner tackle, maybe running back, because Westerman is playing pretty badly because he's not a 90 overall or whatever. Outside of that, though, I don't know what else we could do. Both these guys, I think you get them for cheaper. We're developing, we're getting there, but at the same time, I was expecting some progress this year, and we just didn't have it. Jonathan Allen, I think you let him go. He's not bad. Nah, we'll keep him. Let's keep him. Keep the trio, if you will. We got so much money. Let the future us worry about it. We'll at least do, obviously, one more season, but I'm kind of thinking, especially if we have a good run next year, we'll probably do a 6th season. Just because does year 1 really count? Not really. Looking at free agency, again, we need O-line. Jordan Mailata is, in case you were wondering, an offensive lineman. Maybe we won't do a 6-year, because if we bring in Mailata, we even bring in maybe Linderbaum, and then we trade for a sick corner, and we don't make, hell, if we don't make the playoffs, let alone win in the playoffs, how do you do better? Because we're going to lose Mailata for sure, maybe even to retirement, and then Linderbaum not too far behind that, I guess. I mean, Chris Jones a free agent. There's some really good players here. Schweisinger. I mean, if these guys are like 1-year deals, which obviously there's a reason why they're not, yeah, I mean, I would sign them all. I think we're going to go pretty crazy here, though. So we're going to see what we need for sure, and then try to snag some 1-year deals for guys that don't have any contract offers. All right, we offered 4 contracts. Probably not going to get Schweisinger, but the other 3 we should, especially Mailata. Come on, Mailata. We do get Linderbaum and Mailata. And then Fairchild should be locked in as well. And there it is. So we have retooled, completely overhauled the offensive line. We have turned our team into easily a top 5 offensive line, if not higher. Because, like, who's competing with us? It can't be the Eagles, right? They just lost Mailata, and Lane Johnson would have been retired by now. So they're probably not even in the top 10, maybe even top 15 at this point. This O-line's insane, dude. Like, what do you want from us? This O-line's great. Don't think we have to absolutely trade every single draft pick off here. Like, maybe you don't even need to move that first-round pick, but second and third, got to get a new corner for sure. I mean, it's just Manning is not getting it done. He's too low of an overall. I think he's the main reason why. Maybe not the main reason why, but he's a big part of the reason why we're struggling a little bit. Jade Barron, he's really not much better. Got to find someone to... Oh, that's a theft. We're about to commit a crime. The Buccaneers are like, look at us. 87 young corner, 88 young corner. We paid them both. We're looking good. And here we come along. Yeah, well, here's a thing. And we actually don't even need to trade Manning. We trade a second and third this year for Morrison. We keep that first-round pick, which... I don't know what the hell we end up taking, but that is our only draft pick right now, which happens to be pick 2 overall. I can't believe 2 and 3. I get it's like first-round pick pretty much. I can't believe it's worth that much, though. First and a second, yeah, I guess a late first, late second for Morrison is probably pretty on point. But yeah, I mean, this team is probably the best team in the league right now. Like, we have just went from, yeah, we're pretty good, to probably the best team in the league. I'm not sure what we would take for, second overall, but if there's, a generational player of some type, we're taking him. We're taking him. But yeah, let's take a look at the team. So the team is apparently a 90 overall. Just auto reordering, maybe it's not even in the right order. So we could be 91, 92 for all we know. Let's take a look at how that compares to the league. So 90 overall without winning a single playoff game in at least 4 years. Let's see how that compares. So you see that we know the Chiefs are a 90 overall. We know we're a 90 overall, and that is it. Again, it's not all about overalls, right, in real life. Bad teams beat good teams destroy bad teams sometimes even destroy good teams. But in a game of Madden where you kind of have to take the overall, and if you're not taking the playbooks and that's all you're taking, well, then how are we not at least winning more games than we're losing? We're about to find out. We'll find out if that's the case. All right. I lied. We are not drafting. We have traded Westerman, a first-round pick this year, a 4th and a 6th 2 years from now, for Bijan Robinson and a 3rd-round draft pick. If this team is not good enough for the playoffs, who is? This team is insane. We're moving on to next season. And again, it's not even... This is the one time. It's not even where I'm just trying to, making sure you guys don't have to see a draft that doesn't matter, right? This is actually just me thinking, okay, we have not made the playoffs in 4 years. The team is getting better, but something's got to give. Something's got to. If that team wasn't good enough to make the playoffs or even come close to it, well, then what do we got to do? Like, we got to do something. We can't just keep progressing the way we're at. We're not going to make the playoffs. This is the bandage where we just rip the thing off and we just put on a bazooka-mounted shoulder strap. I do got to say, though, this is telling me that 0 overall rebuild challenges, which we didn't even do that many last year, kind of challenging. Can't lie. So what did they actually take with pick 2 overall? They do take a DT, so not a great one, mind you, but they do get a defensive tackle. They get a running back replacement for Bijan Robinson. They should have absolutely made a trade down, but not my problem. We get Bijan. They get depression. Also, they just paid Bijan like a 3-year something insane, so that also helps quite a bit. But yeah, we still have a ton of money right now. I'm chilling. And here we are, season number 5. In theory, the final season. And I think there's a good reason why it's the final season. Because if we don't at least make the playoffs, if we don't at least win a game or two, let alone make the Super Bowl, it's a lost cause. It is a 91 overall team. It is a sick roster. 91 left tackle and 92 center. Not 85 left guard. A completely rehauled left guard, left side of the line. Houghton, 80 overall. Turbin, 84 right tackle. Tight end's great. Wide receivers are great. Running back's obviously really good now. He's 99 overall. And then quarterback's 94. He actually did well there. Defense, not as good, but still in a good unit without a doubt. New cornerback, 2 is 88 overall. Safeties are solid. Corner's solid. Edge is good enough. D-line's good enough. Defense is a little worse, but I mean, you look across the league, and there is not a team that is significantly better than us, if better than us at all. All right, this is where, things can become a problem because we have taken on a lot of new players. Some of them already paid up, though. So a lot of these contracts are probably going to catch up to us. Look at this dude, Sam linebacker, because there's just nobody with a Sam linebacker on their roster. You basically get the guy for free, right? Some pretty expensive contracts here, but you could deal with, all of this. We have $204 million after all. Again, a lot of contracts, but we will sign the guys you would expect us to sign. I'm sorry, let me know in the comment section below if it's not obvious to you. But when I say the guys you expect us to sign, I assume we all assume Thorne, Hale, Lacey, Ramirez, Oakley, maybe not Rich. Maybe you're thinking, yes, you do. Well, same guy. Carpenter, obviously. Matthews, obviously, if you can afford him because he is kind of costly. And then possibly Fairchild and Rich, but at least the other guys, you should pretty much guarantee that, we're going to go for them, right? But maybe you don't know that. Maybe when I say obvious guys, you're like, what is this guy yapping about? How is any of this obvious? Like, to me, that Caleb Rich guy is obvious to resign, yet here I am, telling you maybe it's not. So, just trying to throw the transparency out there. If you guys maybe aren't on the same page as me sometimes, let me know. Let me know if I'm not explaining things enough, because sometimes it's obvious to me, but that's because I'm doing it, right? It should be obvious to me. I'm the one making the damn decision. Some of these contracts not going super well just yet, but I think we'll be fine. Let me do a 6-year. Superstar Dev is pretty future-proof for the most part. And then Caleb Rich, you might still keep him because Mailata is going to be a free agent, I imagine, or retired. But yeah, you can see things are going pretty damn well for us so far. We still got a lot of money. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, they've got to hand the rights over. This is crazy. This is genuinely insane. Maybe we're in, but yeah, we're barely in. How are we 9-8? We're a 94 overall team. Bro, I say it every time. I literally say this every year. I obviously play other games. Madden's not the only game I play. I even play FIFA at times. And that game is very frustrating. There is nothing that actually triggers me more in games than rebuilds. I kid you not. Because it is the one thing where, of course, you're building a roster, you have that control, but the control is completely gone after that because the sim is just so random. I mean, we are the 5th passing, 1st rushing, 8th blocking, 1st pass rush, 2nd coverage team, 1st in team speed. I didn't even think that was a thing we were going to be, but we were as well. And here we are going 9-8 with, quote-unquote, the good playbooks. Because as much as they say playbooks don't play a factor, maybe they meant that in the win-loss. They still absolutely play a factor in the stats. And if the stats aren't good enough, then what is determining the wins? If it's not the ratings and it's not the stats themselves, What the hell is happening? Are we just rolling a dice in the background? And, the Texans haven't won many playoff games in recent years. Let's put them in the playoffs. I don't know how to dictate a franchise if the playbooks aren't playing a factor and the ratings aren't playing a factor. And you can see the playbooks obviously do, because Sims is 900 yards of the Chiefs, which, to be fair, I actually ran the Bengals for 8 weeks, and that wasn't really working, so we moved on from that. Mailata, 90-some overall tackle, giving up 14 sacks. Linderbaum, 90-some overall center, probably the third best center in the game, if not the number one center, giving up 10. As a center, I'm not even sure the NFL even gives centers sacks allowed very often, because most of the time, they're not even the first person engaging in a player. So I don't know, dude. It is what it is. Ambrose was great. Carpenter was really good. Oakley was solid. Carey, he's okay. Picks, 3 total picks on the year. That's pretty low. Cam Little, 85% kicking percentage, better than Evan McPherson last year. We made the playoffs. No matter what happens, I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done. So hopefully we have a run. Hopefully we even win the Super Bowl. See if we did any award wins. Probably not. Best running back. I mean, we went all out. We literally made ridiculous trades. Only possible because we were bad, mind you. And yet here we are, sneaking into the playoffs as, I would imagine, the 7th seed. And then I got this telling me I can't play because of the damn long snapper thing. I guarantee the AIs don't all have long snappers. I'm getting triggered. And you pretty much have to max out the sliders in a, AI rebuild situation where you're not actually playing the games, because it just takes so long to develop players. I mean, I'm not doing a 10 to 20 year rebuild every single time. That just would take way too long. I'm talking about 24 hours to do a rebuild. That's a lot of time. You're getting, a third of the fifth of the rebuild. Hell, maybe 5th, 7th % of rebuilds on the year. Just would not be getting nearly as many, which, I know, quality over quantity, but at the same time, no. No. Yay, we start the game out giving up a safety. We do get a touchdown, though. Then we give up a touchdown. We get another touchdown. We're up by 5. We're down by 2. Seems to be 2-point deficit this whole game. We're up by 8, so we're kind of back in action, if you will, as, if they get a touchdown, they'll go for 2. As right now, no one's trying to pull the game away, especially us, as the Cowboys tie the game up. They get the 2-point conversion. Offense has been pretty dormant for a long time now. Realistically, I think you try to QB sneak this thing, because if you can get exactly the yard you need, you can get another first down at the 1, and in theory, you play this perfectly, you could win the game, as we roll way too far over, although they're going to let this clock run. Again, I get it, they're probably going to call a time, not even probably, they're 100% going to call a timeout after this play, but by then, you've already lost a lot of the clock. Again, you play this perfectly, you just kind of waste some clock here. Robinson fighting hard, still doesn't go down. Yeah, it took a while to go down, too. I mean, they're looking at maybe 35, 40 seconds, with the extra point, or the field goal, the kickoff, the everything. See if we even hit it. Of course, at this point, you would not mind just getting into the end zone, but when you do that, you're obviously running the ball. You're not throwing this ball, no matter how open you think someone is. You obviously run this again, and they just completely let the guy untouched. I'm not sure how you're supposed to kick this. Low kick power got me blocked. High kick power gets you blocked. They almost just hit our kicker late, which would have been a penalty. Barring a miracle, we should be in the next round. And there it is. 3 seconds left. Clock is probably running. These are the plays they're suggesting. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely not prevent. I would definitely not drop my team back, considering the QB might not even be able to hit the throw. You're talking about over a 60-yard throw. Oh, what a pressure there. Wow. Definitely giving me Aiden Hutchinson vibes there. That was a really good rush. And we are moving on to the division round, 27-24. Mind you, we have traded so much. We have signed so much. This was almost a perfect situation. And yet, we were the very worst seed in the NFC. Odigizua got 4 sacks. Let's see who he was against. 4 sacks against this offensive line. How? How is that even possible? Who gave him up? It was, I guess, Bijan, but why are we counting a sack given up by a running back? Any situation where the running back is given up a sack is a situation where the offensive lineman did not do their job, right? Or they couldn't do their job because there was too many players, which again, how do you really blame the running back, dude? That is a really tough job to block, even if it's a corner. They're coming in with mock speed. Of course, we have the Panthers now, which they're 14-3 as an 87 overall. Yes, indeed. All right, going to the end of the game. I'm not saying we should destroy the Panthers, but I would much more rather expect and see a little bit better of a performance, as we've given up a second straight game safety, mind you. 24-19. I mean, we're looking better, but the Panthers are still in this. I mean, there's just no other way to put it. 3rd and 7. We're actually going to get some little more gameplay in here. A little more gameplay. Nick Cross playing some snaps here. Completely forgot we even got... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, I thought somebody could get him on the way through. Is that Cade Otton? How do we let Cade Otton get past us? Damn. Panthers looking like they're going to score. I don't care about celebrations. I don't care. I don't care about gloating. Because we have nothing to gloat for. We suck. All right. Matthews, you definitely don't look like an off-ball linebacker with that number, but at least we know where all the 90 numbers went. I mean, that's pretty good. You just got Jeromepkr running behind our defense, and our corner just doesn't even know what the hell is going on. Was he even on him? Bro, he's lost. So he gets beat. It's like, okay, fair enough. You got to chase him. Why are you stopping? Like, who cares? Run past him. Like, who cares if he runs a little short out? Oh, he gains 7 yards. Big deal. You know what the alternative is? He runs by you and he gets a touchdown. I don't know how this isn't a touchdown. Thankfully, McMillan is just as lost as freaking Thorne is. Oh, my. What is our defense, honestly? What is it coming to? Because it is looking cooked. Running game is so free. Oh, my. There goes Brooks, and we miss hard. Again, I do like the sliders. They're very challenging. But, you know, we are making some errors out there that are capitalizable. Is that a word? I don't know. Oh, man, you got to kick this field goal. I don't know how you fail 2 plays in a row to gain a single yard. But the way our defense just played, I don't think you can give them the ball back with this little bit of time. You know, well, this much time, I should say. Hale. Touchdown. Juke move. No. It's fine to the 3-yard line. Doug Fitzpatrick's actually been really good. Is my game the only one that's lagging, by the way? My Xbox about to croak it. Touchdown. Was that a 2-point? I don't think it was. 7-point lead. And right now we are proving exactly why we didn't kick a field goal. We would have lost this game. The game literally would be lost. First down away from pretty much winning the game. Instead, gadget backfield. I seen that. I got McMillan back there. We're on it. Nobody's on this guy, though. Brooks is cooking us right now. We might still be in danger because they go for 2 points. 3rd and 9. Big. Big, big, big. They obviously have basically no time remaining, so this is 4-down territory. Maybe expect... You know what? No matter what the coverage has been, we have not made the stop. Go for the blitz. Try to get in there before they can develop something. And nope. Burned again on the outside. What a hit down the 1, mind you. Arguably a bad decision for us, but you never know. We could get the stop. They're not really running the ball, but they could. They're not like showing us, hey, this is 100% a run. You might want to stop it. But I wouldn't put it past them. And no time like the present. I can't believe we almost got a swap there. I can't believe we just can't get in there, though. Our pressure is garbage. I've seen some block kicks. I'm going to try to block one ourselves. Panthers offense looks literally unstoppable. Not going to get it. 40 seconds left, 3 timeouts. Who says you can't win it before OT? Is what Panthers are thinking when we throw a pick. Come on, special teams. Somebody. I don't really care who it is. Ross, he was actually our running back for a season. Our starting running back, I should say. Oh, what a move. Oh, he just couldn't get back up to speed. What a freaking play. Juke past 3 players there. The numbers, mind you, also really reflectant of a good offense. Their defense... not looking great. We'll take Bijan. He kind of played that well enough to where I kind of need to play that underneath. But yeah, their offense was like 100 yards lower than us, but yet it's a close game. I mean, I really, really was waiting for that in, but it just never got there. I don't know how we weren't ineligible, like over the line throwing, but hey, works for me. And that was a really risky fumble. Great recovery. Clock's running. Damn, I felt like we had to pitch that because we did not get out of bounds. Please stay in. Good cut to the 49. Yeah, need like 7-ish. 66-yard field goal. Holy crap. Who's our kicker anyway? It is Cam Little, dude. But the problem is they have a Hail Mary if we kick it right now. So, I mean, at worst, you want to, like, roll out, throw it away. Hey, what are they doing here? What are they doing here? Hello? Hello? To the 38? That's much more obtainable for the memes, for the lore. That 66 would have been insane, but yeah, give me a 55 any day of the week. They're, of course, going to ice us, which who knows how that goes. Just don't block the thing. I'll take overtime, I guess, but 55 yards out. Obviously, the smart thing would be to let the AI do this because they probably have a good chance at it, whereas I'm going to miss this, but looks good to me. Is it? It's so close. It's not. I hate myself. 2nd and 16, 57-yarder to one of the slowest receivers in the entire league. Oh, my. That is actually crazy. It's actually crazy how much Jeromepkr has cooked us this game. We deserve to lose. Wide open, please. Don't know why we're not blocking that, by the way. Deep, deep. Oh, my God. Do you go for 2? Defense has not been good. I think you look for mesh. We're depending on Hale here. I don't know what the hell that is, but sure. Hale wins it. Hale wins the game to the championship round. Oh, my Lord. What a game, dude. Missing that field goal was pain. Woo. We've won 2 playoff games, and yet we still look like we don't even belong in the playoffs with our win total adjusted. Of course, Fitzpatrick, what a game, dude. What a game. Running backs, pretty bad. Worst running game from Robinson than their backup, let alone their starter. Receiver, Romeo Dobbs is insane. Hale was insane. Kate Otten and McMillan were insane. Peterson was good. Sims was good. Blocking, you know, a couple of missed blocks here and there. Nothing insane from either side. You would have thought I was running 2 missed field goals? I get I missed a field goal. I have that right. I am a human, damn it. I have rights, damn it. But they missed a field goal? I don't think so, AI, man. But you would have thought I was running insane asylum. How many damn times I say that word? What's my, like, number 1 word? It's insane. I don't know. That's it. That's the list, baby. Let's take a look at the Vikings real quick. We've got them beating the Packers by 8. Then we have them beating the Rams by 12. All I'm going to say, no matter what, even if we win a Super Bowl here, don't even ask for another 0 overall rebuild where it's an actual challenge. Like, I can't trade down or I can't do this or that. Don't even do it. I can barely do this. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I'm cooked. All right. We keep talking about one of these games you want to blow out for us, obviously. Could this be the one? Could this be the one? 14 all. Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Okay, I mean, things are getting a little crazy. 4th and 4. We're up by 1. Almost forgot that we were the line. Their pick is at least a deep shot pick. And then, what the hell is... I don't even care. As long as you score a touchdown, which we do. 8-point lead. I don't know what's happening anymore. 4th and 10 they going for. They will not. 5-point game. Touchdown wins you the game here. They can get down the field and score anyways. This play sucks, by the way. I don't know why I keep running this. I need Robinson on the other side. Not... Okay. Sure. I guess that's what we're doing today. This play's going to suck for us. Please. It's a good throw. And he drops it. How is that a linebacker? Please tell me that's a safety. Don't tell me that's a linebacker locking him up. Where the hell is he? Okay, it is a safety. I think. Guy looks kind of cool, actually. Who is it? Brown? It is Sidney Brown. I thought it was Sidney. I thought it. I didn't know it, but I thought it. Now I kind of need to trade for him because he actually looks pretty cool out there. Of course, everyone's going to say it. Oh, it's Troy Polamalu vibes. Well, it's true. It's true. The hair is pretty insane. It makes you want to use him on the field. Sanker, blowing it up, backing it up. Wow, we actually got pressure. 4th and 11. They're going to kick a field. Dude, this Vikings team is chipping away. Can we stop it? Can we stop it? I thought they were going to go for that. They're smarter than us. Oh, my. Well, we got to go for it now. They've literally momentumized the game, whatever that even means. Where's mesh? I need mesh. Wasn't in this game, so it doesn't count. Not my favorite mesh, but it's a mesh nonetheless. They are actually playing the inside leverage on this, too. Gotta go. It's Hale. Oh, Hale's going to turn this into a lot of yards. Good job by Robinson. Blasted, but to the 38-yard line. Mesh is basically the offense's version of mid-blitz. Sure, it's not guaranteed, but you feel pretty damn good about it. That is my definition. And here we are just wasting clock. Not really doing a great job of it is... Dude, they literally have a chance to win this freaking game. How did we blow that? Tell me the clock's running. Okay, the clock is running, but it's a fresh set of downs. I mean, they could spike at any given moment. Get in there. That's not bad for us. Catch it. Thank you. No timeouts, but they're gonna easily spike this thing. Dude, are you kidding me? Did the time stop? We got to get a sack. Dude, we literally just talked about it too. We're gonna lose this game. We're 100% losing this game. 100%. There's not even like a 5% chance. We are 100% losing this game. It is over. Oh, Lord. We're all over the place. It's bad. It's bad. Nice! He gets the rush. Still not over. Because, again, the clock is just... They are running to the line. The best I've ever seen anyone run to the line. 9 seconds left from the 17. 4th and 15. I don't like it. I'm afraid. Please, defense. Don't find someone. Running back's wide. Look, dude. Wow, that running back, man. Oh, yeah, that guy's wide open. Die! We're moving to the Super Bowl. I can't believe he actually fell for it. I mean, I guess if if there was somebody coming, but no. And then again, our coach looks like he's on vacation. Love it. He is on vacation to go to the Super Bowl. He gets a week off. Unbelievable. That was so clutch right at the end. It's Patrick, 2 touchdowns. Hey, Bijan killed it for once. Was it off of one run? Sorta. 49 yards is a lot, but it's not, whole stat line dictating when you have 150 yards. Sacks, pretty good. Our side looked way better statistically, yet we barely won. Why is that a trend for us? Can we stop it? Maybe the Super Bowl is finally the blowout we've been looking for. Maybe? Hopefully? Oh, man, let's find out who the hell we're playing anyways. Year 5, it took us so much to get here. So much user on the field intervention, and it's against the Buffalo Bills. All right. 2 winless teams in the Super Bowl. Unless the Bills won one in this, but I don't think they did. Let's take a look at who they played and how they beat them. Let's go to the wildcard round first. The Bills, they beat Denver by 31. Beat the Colts by 4. And then beat the Raiders by 18 points. I don't like this. This is bad for us. This is not going to be a good thing. Either way, let's take a look at the team because... Yeah, I mean, the team is going to get worse after this year. We went to a Super Bowl this year. You can't really get much better than where we're at right now. I think this is peak 0 overall rebuild team for us right now. It is a very high overall. We've got a lot of contracts coming up. A lot of guys that are probably going to straight up retire like Mailata. I also did want to see Linderbaum's overall because we've seen him struggle. Yeah, number 1 overall center. Gave up 10 sacks. Round of applause. It's actually me clapping my cheeks. Looking at the defense, did anyone go up in dev? I don't know. We also switched to a 4-3 if you couldn't tell. Don't think so. Sinker, I think, went to an X Factor last season. Or did he? I don't know. Maybe he didn't. I don't pay attention to the devs for guys. Once you get Superstar, I'm probably not going to care too much because X Factor is great, but Superstar is like, a whole nother level. As far as the approval breakdown, we're in the Super Bowl, so, okay, I guess. You don't approve of your coach who's taking you to the Super Bowl, but yeah, why not? By the way, you're telling me you look at this roster and you're not, like, pretty much 100% on board with it? Like, this team's insane. Well, what's going on here? Finally have a couple of good seasons after going 0-16, and, now the bar is all the way into the stratosphere, huh? Detroit Lions fans, huh? I should say that as a Packers fan who literally, probably, unbiasedly, maybe the most entitled fan base there is. Like, you get all these great Hall of Fame quarterbacks, like, we made the playoffs and that's it. What are we, poverty now? There's some things going on in there. Of course, first half, 0 points. Finally get some points on the board, 7-10. We, of course, almost traded for Genty, but he needed a contract. I don't want that. I don't want that in life. Huge touchdown for Bijan, speaking of. Good timing. And the Raiders are literally moving down the field like they're the ones losing. They need this touchdown to win the game. They obviously have a choice of just playing safely and not giving us a chance. Oh, that's picked. That is a pick. Benedict, nice little chip on Bowers. Not going to make it all the way back, but to the 46-yard line. What a return. And on these sliders, it is not easy to get a bait. The AI rarely, like you can bait them into making decisions away from you. Like, like we did where we let the running back open, he threw it. But to get them to actually throw it to you, I mean, a lot of times it's actually kind of tough. They usually don't. And if they do, they usually get it in there because you left them a little bit too much. But here you go, Detroit. We handed you the chance. The keys are in the ignition. Just fill her up. 3rd and 7. Oh, God. Our kid just dropped the gas can on the way to the car and then tripped over a rock that sparked the thing. I don't like this. Just dump it off. Bijan pitch. You got to go for it there. You really don't, but I'm saying that. I always do it. Still not over. The tight end didn't get open quick enough. The inside receiver definitely, was it Peterson, I think? Definitely didn't get in there quick enough. And we were basically just forced to dump it off to running back last second to give him a chance. Got a little piece of him. Oh, what am I supposed to do there? That's not my coverage. We actually jumped the underneath, and sure, we were supposed to blitz, and maybe that would have caused him to get sacked because he actually ran right into the blitzing spot. Oh, my, this is it. This is it. This is our season. Our Super Bowl is not going to be won. It's going to be another failed rebuild. You got to run commit. The 2nd and 3. They got to run it. Ramirez not going to get in there. Off this. Oh, my. Didn't even need to call time out there, but I am. Off the edge. That was pretty clutch. I mean, Genty one-on-one against, who was that? Was that Nick Cross? Oh, my. That's, oh, no. No! Took the step wrong at the snap. Again, trying to bait, and what happens? That's it. That's the game. Like, you just don't have enough time. Raiders defense, dude, they cooked it. They cooked us. I didn't even see how good of a team they were. Just, I kind of look at the team. 3 picks. To be fair, one of those is mine, so I can't really talk much. We locked down Genty. Cam Little missed another 2 field goals. I don't get it. I really, genuinely do not get the field goal kicking in this year's game. Last year was bad. Now it's even worse. Overalls mean nothing. Kick power accuracy means nothing. We will... Well, that's a little crazy to call Micah Parsons the Minister of Defense. Now we're pushing a little bit. But we'll show you the roster, and I think we'll just sim a 6th season just to see what the team would look like. We'll just kind of quick go through it. But Doug Fitzpatrick, I mean, he's insane. He's insane, and he threw 3 picks in the Super Bowl against the Raiders. I'm backing all the way out. I want to see what overall team they are. They are 91, so they're a good team. Fair enough. They should not have beat us, but 91 could easily be 93 in real life, so I'm not going to really argue it. Bijan Robinson, insane. Not the best in the playoffs, but he had his moments, of course. Looking at the wide receivers now. Mr. Hale, 93 overall. 88 overall as a rookie. A couple years later, not really moving up too much. But again, we talked about it. Rookies, they go up crazy high and then slowly afterwards. But he's really balanced. He's really good. So, yeah, actually worked out pretty nicely. And then obviously Romeo Dobbs, 90 overall for him. I'm not surprised it worked out because you get the 2 upgrade points per training camp. That is crazy. I always go for, the oldest person developing that way. 88 overall for Peterson, who did have a pretty good year, but still higher than I would have definitely expected. Hale obviously expected him to go up to an 88, but Peterson, I guess just get a rookie, start him. That's all I can say. Zach Sims, how we looking? 90 overall there. Then move on to the defensive side of the ball, where we see, some really good linebackers. Do I care that much? Probably not. Sanker, I do. I do about Sanker, because he's just like a guy that kind of came out of the woodwork. We traded for him when he was technically a backup. So they probably started him, got a new player in free agency, then they just started over him for no reason at all. Let's take a look at Cesar Ramirez. Is it strange that I do not remember him? I remember drafting a hidden safety because we were like, I don't know if we're going to take one. Yeah, screw it, the guy's best available. He's still here. But I still don't remember it in a way. I don't know how that makes any sense because I just recited how it went. But there's Thorne, obviously the gem X-Factor corner that is... the easiest type of gem to see this year. Morrison, 89 overall, who we didn't develop, but thank you, Tampa, I suppose, for developing him for us. Man, press demon. And then the defensive line, where we were kind of struggling at times to develop But yeah, that first year where we ended up trading down, getting the 2 edge rushers in the same year, while they weren't amazing throughout and obviously did have their moments, but they were still overall, obviously a good duo. Carpenter, 90 overall, developed the most because, he's a higher overall by quite a bit. But still a little surprised because, star dev for Oakley gets a superstar pretty quickly. Carries a superstar, by the way, so the DT's actually worked out really well. Ambrose, 93 overall. Looks great. Yeah, still impressive to see it happen. You're going to have to make some contract re-signings, though. We're going to let the AI draft. I'm not going to spend time drafting when, again, it's probably not going to be a player that starts for us. And in general, it's the final season. We're not even really playing a final season here. We're just kind of simming. Let's take a look at how the guys played, though, up to this point, career stats-wise. So 86-31. Would have thought more of Fitzpatrick. We also wasted Everett, who's actually not even bad. He's an 81 overall as a backup right now. He actually looks really good. Detroit has a very good backup situation going on right now. Then looking at running back, obviously Bijan's great. What about Hale? 4,000 yards, 33 touchdowns. On par for 10,000 yards, which I think is obviously a pretty damn big milestone. Rich, who hasn't even played in like a year, has 82 sacks allowed. He's going to go into the Hall of Fame of crap. Is there like a bad Hall of Fame? Somebody's got to have done it, right? Someone's got to be like, these are the players in our Hall of Fame of garbage, which, to be fair, usually, you're probably not going to be in the league anymore if you're truly that bad. I almost sold. I got to re-sign players first. Actually, first things first, let's see the retirements. Let's see if Mailata did go. He did not. Jonathan Allen did, but you can definitely handle that. Mailata is still there. We did re-sign the left guard already, I think, so we don't even need to worry about that. Nah, I don't care about the coaching carousel. If anyone's going to be carousel, that's going to be us. Quarterback, 5th year, that's definitely worth it for a 98 overall. Sims, I think that's worth it too. Roman, nah, no thank you. Mailata, for sure. Keep him on a 1 year. Try to keep this team going. 1 year 33, takes it, so you don't have to worry about O-line. And didn't even notice Manning, but that's an option anyways. So you lose Everett, which you just talked about having a really good backup. And then Cam Little, I don't care about. And this is what the AI Detroit Lions thought was a priority. Cornerback. They did land a good one, though, to be fair, so give him some credit. Walter Fowler. The problem is that guy is currently, as it stands, like corner 4 or 5 on the team, so yeah, AI definitely does not do well with drafting compared to us. At least our AI didn't. And of course, when we have less of a hand on the team, they go 14-3. Yay, 14-3. We're happy. We're all happy. Let's go. Let us be going. We're cooking. At least, hey, you know what? At least it finally turned out good, right? 55 touchdowns to 2 picks. Are you effing kidding me? There is no actual way that is a real thing. Carey the DT put up 24 sacks. Carpenter with 5.5 only. I don't know what's happening, but I like it. I like it a lot. MVP definitely goes to Fitzpatrick. That's not even a question. I mean, he's so damn good. You could argue he's the best defensive player in the league as well, because he puts up so many points, limits his turnovers, so his defense doesn't have to play as much and doesn't have to do as much. That's a sign of a good defender, is making sure your defense, it doesn't have to work as hard, right? It's an insane reach, but I'm down. I'm not going to go into each game. 97 overall. Holy crap. Imagine we lose the first game. You win, obviously. Championship round against the Falcons, who we took all of their players, mind you. We win, obviously. Super Bowl, I just want a Super Bowl win, so I'm not going to come in. As much as I would like to see the Lions celebrate in a Super Bowl, nah, I'm coming in. I lied. I don't want to ruin it by, going into the game while we're having great success just simming. But nope, don't care. Great success. That was my Borat, and I feel it was not a great success, actually. All right, end of the game. Detroit, 7 points. Chargers get 3. Detroit, 7 points. Chargers get nothing. Would have been nice to be able to say Detroit gets 7 points, but they don't. Right before half, 7 points. 21-10 at half. 24-10. 24-17. 27-17. And the Detroit Lions, with our 0 overall rebuild, have won a Super Bowl. All right. Not a failed rebuild after all, even though we really didn't play a hand in the final season, at all. But we re-signed the guys who needed to. The team drafted a corner they didn't need to, and we've won a Super Bowl that we weren't supposed to. There you have it. Traded for every good player in the entire league. We collected the Infinity Stones, and half the league has now been vaporized. Works for me. Don't matter to me. Commissioner Goodell, just hand us the damn trophy. Got to go on vacation. Thank you. All right, to the Bahamas. Let's go, boys. But yeah, that is going to be it for this one. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe for new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK Plays, for non-Madden content. Could be seeing Borderlands up there soon enough. I did play Dead Rising 2. Dead Island 2, not Dead Rising 2. Dead Island 2, and I have it mostly edited, but I just have not posted it. I have not done it, so we might be doing Borderlands 4 first. Might be a little bit of a early record for the other series, but check that out if you're interested in that. Of course, the big thing you do, though, let me know in the comment section below what kind of rebuild you want to see next. I'm not sure when this is up, so maybe the teams that are suggested I've already done, and I just have to post it. I've only got one rebuild waiting, so I'm not pre-recording too much. It's just, again, that Parsons rebuild kind of ruined things a little bit, because I already had one. I had the Vikings rebuild done, then I worked on the Parsons one, and then, that was done, so then I moved on to the next team, and then I finally got the Vikings up, and, we're actually operating with a little bit of surplus for once, which is nice. Usually I'm kind of behind. I'm actually in front. Usually taking it from... Anyways, enough yap. Appreciate y'all for watching. Really do. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, it's always going to be a video the next day, I imagine. Watch, ironically enough, this will be the one where it won't be. See ya!